Nose, the lie that kept on living. Gypsy Rose Blanchard always thought the world was her stage. In her mind, everyone owed her applause just for existing, crooked eyes, squeaky baby voice, and all. She wasn't some tragic little lamb trapped in her mommy's lair. She was a wolf dressed as a lamb, bleeding just convincingly enough to lure in the bleeding hearts. People love the Netflix version. Poor bald-headed cancer girl, mean, mommy, murder, freedom, fade to pink sparkles and wedding hashtags. But reality didn't bother with lighting crews or retakes. Reality was her mother's blood seeping through mattress seams, while Gypsy giggled her way to a motel room to have sex with the man who stabbed Dee Dee 14 times. They say Gypsy never had a childhood. Truth is, she never wanted one. She wanted power. She wanted to be the star of every room she slithered into. She lied about everything. Her illnesses, her age, who she was, and who she wasn't. She lied about losing her virginity to Nicholas Godejohn, when in reality, she lost it before she even met him, crawling into beds with random men at VisionCon after trading them her mother's stolen pain pills. They thought they were getting a freak show prize. She thought she was finally winning at something. Her family saw her walk behind Dee Dee's back. Neighbors heard her real voice, deep and husky, not the squealing toddler act she practiced like a ventriloquist dummy. She could walk, she could talk, and she could manipulate better than any cult leader with a tax-free compound. She plotted Dee Dee's murder for 2 years, weaving Nicholas into her fantasy like a scrawny little pawn. Their first try at sex was in a movie theater bathroom, but his dick wilted when he saw her adult diaper sagging, stained red with menstruation. Later, after Dee Dee was butchered in her bed, they celebrated in a cheap motel room with sloppy, animalistic sex over the carcass of Gypsy's old life. Years later, she sits there in her pastel nursery selfies, parading around her newest prop, a baby girl, born to a man rumored to be hiding boyfriends in his past, like roaches under kitchen cabinets. 2 perverts posing as parents, their poor daughter doomed to become their sympathy currency. People say she was only a child, but at 23 she laughed about how easy it was to get away with murder. Her parole officer ignores her stalking strangers online, her secret meetups, her lust for drama. She's always been feral. The leash just changed hands. How does it end for Gypsy? Her baby daddy will leave, or she'll toss him aside when his sympathy value drops. She'll bounce to the next sugar daddy or side hustle sob story. Eventually, public pity will dry up when people realize the cancer girl was just another Halloween costume she wore to survive herself. One day, she'll sit alone in a stale apartment, paint peeling, dishes crusted over in the sink, flies buzzing around the last cold Wendy's fries. No prince, no public, no mommy left to blame. Just Gypsy rocking back and forth in her stained pajamas, scrolling through old photos of herself with that shaved head and pink wheelchair. Because Gypsy Rose Blanchard's worst prison was never Chillicothe or the Greene County Jail. Her worst prison is herself, and there's no parole for that.